Hello everybody, Danny or Maccam here. Welcome to a official facts video about Oregon. This is going to be a 5 important facts that you may not have known about Oregon. And without further ado, let's just get right into the video. Fact number 1. I think this one is extremely important, and I think that people just don't look at the reality, the blatant reality, in fact, right in front of them in the city of Portland and the Portland metropolitan area, especially if they're on the outside looking in, that aren't already in the Portland metropolitan area, or specifically within the state of Oregon. As of 2015, at the end of the year, the city of Portland itself was rated 16th most expensive in the entire world in terms of housing. 16th most expensive city in the entire world to have a roof over your head. And this was in 2015. And mind you, Portland has been gentrifying, including the metropolitan area, has been gentrifying like a freaking psychotic madman tripping on speed. It's been going insane. And it just keeps getting more and more gentrified, especially the city of Portland itself, every single year. And let me tell you is that I'm definitely going to be making a video about the gentrification of Portland in terms of a 5 facts video, 5 important facts to know about it, because there's a lot of stuff that people need to know that they don't actually really realize is a part of it. And a part of this fact I want to add as a bonus fact is that as of the end of 2015, the Portland metropolitan area, so the entire metropolitan area of Portland itself here in Oregon, was rated 16th most expensive in the world also. So it wasn't just the city proper of Portland, but it was the actual metropolitan area as well that was rated 16th most expensive in terms of housing. So basically, for a state with the highest, that's always had the highest amount of homeless in the entire country, you can imagine that that puts people here in this Portland metropolitan area in a really, really tough place to be able to actually obtain a roof over their head. Fact number 3 about Oregon is that we average 45 inches of rain per year, specifically in the Portland metropolitan area. Historical average, that is. As an example, that's what you usually can expect to have for rain here. However, from about 2008 through 2016, in the early half, we were actually in a massive drought that wasn't really being recognized at all. In fact, they said we were in a very minor drought, officially at the beginning of, I believe, either 2015 or 2016. They only had recognized it at that point, even though we clearly, in a normally pretty rainy region, had not had almost any rain for nearly 10 entire years straight. In fact, in 2009, we had a record high in the Portland metro area ever recorded at 108 degrees. And that happened to be in Iowa, which is where I actually grew up at, and at the time I was still there. So it was horrible. Absolutely hideous, especially considering I am a heat-intolerant person, so that was hideous. And it happened to be on the day of my sister's graduation party, and so I ended up being out in the sun and heat that day. Important fact number 4 about Oregon to know is that we are known for our placement right in the very, very middle of the Cascadia subduction zone. And it's one of the main reasons why a lot of Oregonians now are talking a lot about the Cascadia tricentennial, and the big one, as most people, of course, just call it simply, which was initially supposed to be a 9.0 or higher, but now a lot of seismologists, if you pay enough attention, with all the new info they've collected on it, have found that they figure it's probably going to be at least a 9.5, so a 9.5 megaquake, if not higher. And a lot of these people, a lot of these seismologists are now saying that it could actually be pretty easily a 10.0, first ever 10.0 ever to happen in the entire world, if not higher. And they figure it's probably going to be decently shallow for a megaquake, which makes it a lot worse. So it's just something to know about, I should say. Just, in case that quake does end up happening. And we are well overdue for it. Though our last quote-unquote bigger quake, it wasn't a megaquake, but it was a pretty big quake. It was a 7.0 that happened in 1714. And the last known megaquake that happened was actually 1459, I believe. So they say that that's why we're overdue. We're actually overdue for the mega quake, not the littler 7.0s and 8.0s. We're due for the actual real mega quake of 9.0 or higher. So something to note. An important fact number 5 about Oregon is going to go right back to the Portland metropolitan area, specifically the city of Portland itself, and more specifically that west side. It does directly relate to any big earthquake, especially a 7.0, I mean a 9.0 or higher, a megaquake, specifically the subduction zone quakes, is that the city of Portland, most of it, in fact, it's around 70 to 75%, is actually built on river silt, which is really, obviously, bad, because of the fact that they did not take their foundations into the crusts, the hard crusts of the earth, or into rock. They just left them inside that river silt. And that river silt is actually also volcanic silt, obviously, from the last big set of explosions, specifically the Columbia boring lava fields, lava flows. And so it's extremely loose soil is basically what they're saying. It's extremely, extremely loose and very, very soluble with water. And if you add the fact that obviously there's sand as well in it, along with the fact that most of the Portland metropolitan area is built on top of swamps and bogs and marshes, you get the picture that it's very soluble and very, very, very shiftable soil. It's pretty rough if you think about it. Like, it's, yeah. So, just something to note is that if a megaquake happens, you can almost guarantee that most of the city of Portland, especially on that west side, and more so the southwest area, will probably go down and maybe even turn to dust, let alone rubble. Like, it's not a good thing, in the least. And it was clearly a really, really, really stupid idea. But people are famously stupid, so that's what happens. But anyway, those are my 5 important facts to know. I figure I'd just make a video like this. My last fact video about Oregon was about just 5 random facts. And so now I figured I would give you guys some actual important facts about Oregon. So, without further ado, that be the end of the video. So I hope you got the gist of it. I hope you learned something new, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, obviously, please do leave me that input. Please leave me a like, and feel free to comment with any input you have, any suggestions, any ideas of how I can improve, or what I can do, or how I can add to these videos. Yeah, feel free to suggest a fact video if you want me to. It can be on NBA, it could be just random facts, it could be important facts about something or somewhere. It doesn't matter. I'll be happy to look into doing that for you guys. Yeah, And obviously, if you disliked the video or you didn't enjoy it, then please do, obviously, use that dislike button. That's why it's there. And be sure to leave me some input on to why you dislike it, because I really would see that as very valuable and I would like to know. That's it. So stay safe, and I hope you guys have an excellent day wherever you are, and also night. I hope to see you in the next video. Until next time, peace out, everybody.